That's what I see with Luigi. But at every opportunity is trying to let people know how much smarter than he is than them. Seems like that may be where this guy found his identity. And that can jumble you up because intellect with no moral compass, it doesn't go anywhere good. We know this. We've been covering the story, but yesterday, for those of you who've been living under a rock, but there's new information that's coming out. The suspect in the United Healthcare CEO shooting was the primary suspect right now. I have to be careful. We don't know if this is the actual killer, though it seems
highly likely,
pretty clear. Name Luigi Mangione was apprehended. And a lot of people are surprised that this person was apprehended, how it all sort of came to be. Though I will say we probably should have known as much considering the leaked audio that was available. It just wasn't widely covered from a bystander of the shooting.
I'm Luigi. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Bingo.
Just a note to have our half-Asian lawyer ready.
Yeah.
With what, mushrooms?
For my soul. Hold on.
So, Luigi, here's what we know about this person thus far. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't know that you're going to find an ideology because some people are trying to say this person was clearly left, this person was clearly right. I've been pouring through this, and it seems like this may just be someone who was very privileged, who was some kind of an ideologue, because being an ideologue is kind of a privilege of the wealthy, or it's a luxury, I should say, who maybe just snapped. And that's sometimes harder for people to understand. And looking at what we've seen, I said, I don't think this person is primarily concerned with being caught.
Yeah.
I still stand by that. If you consider that this person was at a McDonald's not all that far away, considering that they could have gotten onto a flight with the weapon in question.
Yeah.
And on paper, a really smart guy.
Yeah, seems like, well, actually, this person was we also know, a valedictorian. Yeah. Here's actually a clip from Luigi's graduation speech to his classmates.
Having great ideas, however, isn't enough to innovate. The class of 2016's inventiveness also stems from its incredible courage to explore the unknown and try new things.
Like murder.
I got cut from the speech.
He graduated from UPenn with a master's degree in computer science. He actually apparently had a manifesto on him. So a guy who has a manifesto on him and the weapon, this seems like someone who's okay with being caught. What we do know is this person harbored ill will towards corporate America. That's what the police have said. It seems like this guy is all over the place. And here's what I will say. It's something that's often overlooked. There is a problem with intellectualism in this country. And by that, I mean idolizing intellectualism, because you will have people who make that their entire identity. And going through this person's social media posts, through Luigi's social media posts, seeing them respond to Chris Williamson, Andrew Huberman, Peter Thiel, I believe Jordan Peterson as well. There were some comments I saw with Tucker Carlson. But then also taking into account that this person left a review of the Unabomber's manifesto. This person seems primarily concerned with appearing hyperly intelligent. They'll say, well, actually, this point about Tucker Carlson, and they will go into a diatribe where they don't seem to have skin in the game. That's what I see with Luigi. But at every opportunity is trying to let people know how much smarter than he is than them. Seems like that may be where this guy found his identity. And that can jumble you up, because intellect with no moral compass, it doesn't go anywhere good. That's what we know. Here's the review, too, from the Unabomber's manifesto from this guy, Luigi. He said, it's easy to quickly and thoughtlessly write this off as the manifesto of a lunatic in order to avoid facing some of the uncomfortable problems it identifies, but it's simply impossible to ignore how prescient many of his predictions about modern society turned out. Then he did say that the Unabomber was rightfully imprisoned. Went on to talk about how you kind of ignore this at your own peril. This seems like a guy who wanted to leave a large footprint online and wanted to leave a legacy that he was a hyper-intellectual. That's the only kind of constant that I see. Outside of it, look, person's a murderer.
Yeah, and
person is a murderer.
I think you're right. It's unsettling when we can't put it in a box. Like, we don't understand, like, oh, okay, this guy killed the CEO because he had, I know there was reports maybe from one of his roommates that he had back pain, like crippling back pain or issues with his back. Okay,
surgery.
All right, that would make, surgery, yeah. So that would make more sense. Okay, he was denied coverage. Okay, now we understand it. We can understand the world. This was a bad person. But here's the situation that drove him to this. It's much more unsettling to go, but we're not really sure.
Right.
We're not really sure what happened in this situation. But I think right now you're probably right. We have to stay kind of outside of this a little bit and say, hey, you can't just box him into, surgery denied or
Right.
pain and going after a CEO of a healthcare company. Maybe there's a lot more to this.
One thing that is for sure is the media's handling of this and the left's treatment and the left's venerating of this person in comparison to the condemnation of, I believe, a hero, Daniel Penny. Not a hero in that he saved tons of people or he stopped a terrorist attack, but someone who tried to do the right thing. I think the intent here matters. Someone on Twitter, Viva Frey made a good point on Twitter saying it's been 5 days and we know more about Luigi than we do about Matthew Crooks after 5 months. Weird. Isn't that weird?
I don't know that it's weird.
Yeah, it's almost like
it's
it's
kind of on
completely
purpose.
expected. And
It's
unsettling for sure.
Yeah. You tried to assassinate Donald Trump, right? Everybody still remembers that?
Yeah, everybody
That still happened, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because of the rhetoric from the left that was never ending.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure that we understand.
Hitlerian guy. Yeah.
Yeah. The Hitler, the guy who wanted to put y'all back in chains and all that stuff. Hey, if you're still watching this, I appreciate it. And let's just shoot straight. Obviously, you have a lot of time on your hands. You're not doing anything today, so comment below. It helps with the YouTube algorithms from the overlords, or just watch one of these other. If you want to kill some more time, watch this video here. It's going to be very similar. And shoot, I rolled over my headphone cord. It doesn't just click. Is that broken?